The Ministry of Agriculture, Food Production, Fisheries, Cooperatives and Rural Development, through its Extension and Advisory Services Division, presents tutorials for Peri Urban Home Gardening. The joy of reaping what you have sown is during your harvest of beautiful fruits and vegetables coming from your backyard to consume at home with friends and family. Hi, I am Vernet James and this is your tutorial for Peri Urban Home Gardening. Today, our soils have been prepared and our seedlings are ready for transplanting. So, in preparation for the transfer, here's what we will do. First, we will ensure that our seedlings are healthy, that is, they are free from pests or diseases. Check each plantlet carefully to ensure that there isn't any sign of insects or insect damage, or that the plantlets are not infected by any disease before they are moved into the field. If any plantlets are diseased or damaged, they should not be transplanted. In fact, they should be discarded or destroyed. Only healthy seedlings should be transferred. At least 3 days before moving the seedlings to the open field, apply a foliar or liquid fertilizer to help strengthen the plantlets so that they could withstand any shock or stress which may occur during transplanting. Also, the liquid fertilizer will continue to provide nutrients to the plantlets via the leaves even while the roots have not yet recovered due to the transfer. If the substrate is still wet, the day after the liquid fertilizer is applied, do not give the plants any water, as watering may wash off the nutrients and minerals given in the foliar application. However, it is essential that the seedlings be watered properly on the day of transplanting to help them retain sufficient water in their vessels after they have been relocated. This will help minimize stress on the plantlets. In fact, we should try to minimize stressing the plantlets as much as possible at all times. The transfer of seedlings from the nursery to the open field is one of the most stressful periods in the life of the plant. It is therefore advisable to carry out this activity very early in the morning before sunrise or on evenings after the sun has faded. Experts say that the evening is the best time to carry out the transplanting activity, as it allows the plant to go through a longer period free of undue stress before being hammered by the morning sun. As much as possible, avoid transplanting during the heat of the day, as this will create additional stress for the seedlings, which they obviously can do without. When removing the seedlings from the nursery or seed box, do so extra carefully to avoid damaging the sensitive root system which the plantlets need to continue absorbing water and nutrients for proper growth and development. You may wish to carry the seedling trays to the garden area where the transplanting will be done. Carefully remove each plantlet with the ball of soil from the cells one at a time. And place them in the holes no deeper than the root ball. Then cover lightly and loosely, allowing free movement of air and water in the root area. Plants are usually placed in a particular sequence with an equal distance between each plant in a row . And a specified distance between rows. These spacings will vary according to the crop being established. Ensure that the correct spacing, which is usually specified on the label of the seed container, is used for adequate use of your garden area and to ensure that each plant receives its fair share of water, sunlight, and nutrients. Once your seedlings have been established, water them sufficiently so that they could recover as soon as possible. Remember, in preparation for the transfer, ensure that our seedlings are free from pests or diseases. Apply a foliar or liquid fertilizer at least 3 days before transplanting. Water seedlings properly on the day of transplanting to help them retain sufficient water in their vessels after they have been relocated. Avoid stressing the plantlets as much as possible at all times. Transplant seedlings very early in the morning before sunrise or on evenings after the sun has faded. Avoid damaging the sensitive root system when removing the seedlings from the nursery or seed box. Carry the seedling trays to the garden area where the transplanting will be done. Carefully remove each plantlet with the ball of soil from the cells one at a time and place them in the holes no deeper than the root ball. Then cover lightly and loosely. Ensure that the correct spacing, which is usually specified on the label of the seed container, is used to ensure that each plant receives its fair share of water, sunlight, and nutrients. Once your seedlings have been established, water them sufficiently so that they could recover as soon as possible. Contact the agricultural extension officer in your area. Now that your seedlings have been established, it is up to you to give them all the tender loving care that they need. If you need any further assistance, please feel free, contact your agricultural extension officer. Until next time, I am your presenter, Vernet James. We thank you for viewing.